After 3 nights in Split, Croatia, we rode the bus back home to Ulcinj, Montenegro. I had a really horrible bus ride from Ulcinj, Montenegro to Split, Croatia. Here is a video for that. So I was really not looking forward to a bus ride back for another 9 hours. We met our friends from Reno, Nevada, USA in Split, Croatia. That's the reason why we made that trip. Unfortunately, I had health issues during the whole trip. I had 2 pituitary gland tumors, but those should be gone now, but I still have fucked up hormones and health issues. So on September 24th, 2024, after Paul's birthday dinner, we went back home to the Airbnb apartment and I cooked there all the ground pork beef mix and the New York steak we got a little bit earlier from Spar. Everything for the bus ride back home to Ulcinj, Montenegro. When I don't feel well, I have to play it safe and I usually only eat beef, ground beef or steak with salt, nothing else. But we couldn't find any plain ground beef anywhere. So the ground pork beef mix should be okay because I already ate it the previous night and I tolerated it very well. September 25th, we had to be out of the apartment at 10 o'clock a.m. And of course, at 9:47, I started to feel sick and nauseous again. We got out of the apartment a little bit after 10. I still felt a little bit nauseous and just dizzy and I was really slow, but it was okay. But please let this be the last event for today. I really can't endure another nightmare 9-hour bus ride home. We gave the carry-on and my backpack up for storage for 350 euros a piece. So we were a little bit more free to move around until the bus departed. I ate a little bit of the ground beef and I instantly felt so much better. A lot of times when I feel nauseous and sick, eating actually helps. We went to a cafe and sat there for a while and then we went to a trattoria. Paul ordered veal steaks, I ordered lamb chops, a little bit more food in my belly before the bus ride sounds great. And the lamb chops were so absolutely delicious, great choice. After we got our bags back, we got onto the bus, the biggest one so far, double-decker. Again, in Switzerland, we would call that a god. And yes, score, there was even a bathroom in it again. So even before the bus started moving, I started to feel a little bit nauseous and dizzy again. But it wasn't too bad, I was okay. Well, the chargers on the bus didn't work. Luckily, we had our batteries, so no problem there. But unfortunately, the toilet stayed locked the entire time. Great. Okay, so let's take some desmopressin. So I had pituitary gland surgery a little bit over 3 years ago through my nose, and it's very common that you get diabetes insipidus from that. So what is diabetes insipidus? Diabetes insipidus is when your ADH hormone is fucked up. So basically you have excessive thirst, so you drink, and so you pee excessively. So not really fun when you're on the road and traveling. So desmopressin is a hormone, just one squirt in one of the nostrils each night and I'm fine. But so I took my desmopressin out and it was almost empty. Okay, I still got some in it, but not the whole dose, not a full dose. Great. And actually, Lisa brought me 2 more desmopressin bottles from Reno, Nevada, my prescription drug, one of them. And so I should have plenty, but no, they were in the carry-on in the luggage compartment. So note to myself, every time before we travel, check the desmopressin if there is more than enough in there. The bus ride back to Ulcinj, Montenegro was so much better, even though it actually took longer and the bus stopped at many more places and it took many more curvy roads. We were riding along the coast and it was beautiful, but sometimes also scary. For a while it was raining and the cliffs next to us were super steep and close to the road. And the driver was driving quite fast. But I felt so much better than on the bus ride to Split. Yeah, sometimes I did feel a little bit nauseous and dizzy, but then I just closed my eyes and relaxed and it got better. Or I ate some meat, that also helped. And hey, I could even watch a movie on the iPad sometimes. The border crossing also went so much faster this time. We arrived there at 10 p.m. There were 2 other cars there. We were the only ones with a bus and there weren't that many people in our bus. And this time they let everyone through from our bus. Yeah, crossing borders at night is generally very much faster. We and just one other guy were the only ones that stayed in the bus until Ulcinj, Montenegro. Ulcinj was the last stop. I got really tired, so Paul moved so I could lay down a bit. On and off, I was sleeping, but I did feel that the bus driver was hauling ass. He was driving really fast and it was kind of like bumpy, but on and off, I could sleep and I just closed my eyes. So after the bus ride, when we got out of the bus, Paul told me, oh my gosh, this driver was hauling ass. He compared it to Mr. Todd's wild ride at Disneyland. So I'm glad he told me that after the bus ride was over, so I didn't get any anxiety or whatever. Anyways, we arrived at 1:30 a.m. Paul was waking up a cab driver that was sleeping in a cab, and he brought us home for 15 euros. The prices at night or like early morning are much higher. Last time Paul paid 10 euros for more than double the weight. But yeah, it wasn't at 1:30 a.m. in the morning, it was sometime in the afternoon. So at 2 a.m., September 26, 2024, we arrived at home in Ulcinj, Montenegro. And it really did feel like home because we spent almost 3 months there. So I can't just lay down in bed and sleep. I was never able to do that. So I was just watching a movie on my iPad until like 4 a.m. And Paul was on the computer until 5 a.m. But we didn't have much time to rest up. 2 days later, on September 28th, we had to catch another bus to go to Tirana, Albania. No, not for another trip, for moving. And after 2 nights, Tirana, Albania, catching another bus to go to Saranda, Albania, where our new home would be for the next 28 days. Well, that's actually here, right now, Saranda, Albania. Thank you for watching another video. Don't forget to subscribe here not to miss any other videos about my nomad life, Aline's adventures. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.